were there any survivors from the 70,000 Israelites that died as a result of the pestilence that God brought about to punish David for taking the census that God made him take?
God doesn't actually make him take it if you read First Chronicles, but you're trying to switch verse.
Well, the Bible says that the Bible says that Satan made him take it, but it also says that God made him take it. It's just it's a mix up. It's agency. It's a mix up in the Bible. But let's look at this. So this was a punishment. This was a punishment to David for having taken the census, and he offers. You'll know this that through the prophet Gad, I think, David is offered a choice of 3 different punishments. And he collapses in the face of this offer and can't choose one. And he throws himself on the mercy of God. And what does God do to punish him?
Yeah, I'm aware of the verses, but we're talking about
what does God do to punish David?
Yeah, I'm aware of the verses. So
tell the boys and girls what God does.
Are you going to address 1 Samuel 15? Because I brought some points and you're still running away.
What does God do to punish David?
Are you going to address my points about the hyperbolic language?
It's irrelevant. The reason I'm not going to address them is because they're irrelevant, because you're picking one example of many. You're picking one example of many, and I'm saying that even if it were the case that there were some survivors, even if it were the case that massacre was never enacted, it was still an immoral command. It was still an immoral command. Whether it's true or not that no one was harmed, I don't think that the text supports that, but I don't know it well enough to fight that position, and I don't have to fight that position. Telling people to go and kill babies with swords is immoral, even if they don't then do it. Agree?
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would agree, but.
I'm glad you do. So what it means then, what it actually means then is that whether there were survivors or not is completely irrelevant, because I'm interested in the morality of the order itself. That's the thing that I'm interested in. So to come back to the discussion we were having about David, you seem very reluctant to answer. You seem very reluctant to answer the question about David. So I'll answer it for you because you're not capable of it. So to punish David for the census that God incited him to take, God punished David by killing 70,000 Israelites. So you seemed very enthusiastic about the possibility that there were some survivors from the massacre in 1 Samuel, will you agree with me that there weren't any survivors amongst the 70,000 people who God killed as a punishment to David?
No, there wasn't any survivors.
Right.
We'll talk
So we can agree. So we can agree then. We can agree.
Why are
then.
you trying to dictate the conversation? Why are you not having a conversation?
Because
you didn't even answer my question about morality.
I'm guiding the conversation. We'll come back to your ideas about morality in a moment. But I'm trying to establish a principle. The principle I'm establishing is that God is a very big fan of killing innocent people who didn't do anything wrong as a punishment for someone else who he thinks did. And this is something that I think is immoral.